Hey guys, what's happening? Welcome to episode 3 of Phat Superstar. My name is Nikki, otherwise known as Phat Superstar, or Nikoi. I just want to say welcome to all the Phat fans that are tuning in this week to watch this week's episode, and to anybody that's new to my channel, I just want to say welcome as well, and I just hope you guys stick around to see how this crazy shit all ends up, okay? Now, I know my show is has a bit of a reputation, and I've been getting a lot of comments about how funny it is, and there is an element of it that is entertainment, because that's my job as an entertainer. But I also feel like when you're doing something like weight loss that's very personal and also individual to so many different people, you do have responsibility to inspire people as well. So today's episode is going to be a little bit different than normal. I've sort of taken out some of the gimmicks and all the funny little bits and cutie bits and stuff, and I just want to like sort of strip it bare and just become a bit personal and a bit real with y'all, and so you guys can get a full look into what it's really like when you're struggling with weight loss and all the emotions and stuff. And I've got some tips and stuff like that, so don't just flick the skip button just yet. Stick around, you might learn something. Okay, so the first thing that a lot of people ask me every time they want to know about what I'm doing and what I'm eating, and before all of that sort of stuff, they always want to ask me like, why did you decide to lose weight? And for me, it was actually funny. When I was about 3 months into the weight loss, I actually turned around to one of my co-workers and I said, I don't even know why I'm losing weight. And it sort of shocked them. They were just like, what? And I was just like, yeah, like I'd lost reason to why I was doing it, and I think I got caught up with the lifestyle of being healthy and all the compliments and the clothes fitting differently and stuff, and I actually lost like the essence of myself and the actual reason why I started losing weight. So when I really had time to sort of think about it and internally sort of analyze everything, I realized that I actually did it for nobody else. I just did it for me. It was like one of those things in life where it's like one of the most selfish decisions that you can make. But it's one of those selfish decisions that is so beneficial, because it was not about an exterior only. It was about the inside and living longevity with life and being active and my craft and my career and my job and everything. So for me, it almost got to the point where I had to almost shut everybody out, and I sort of like isolate myself and just really know that this was for me, and I answered to me, and I set myself goals, and if I let anybody down, it's myself. And I think for anybody that's sort of wondering whether they need to lose weight, never use the words you need to lose weight, okay? Because needing something, 90% of humans, we don't do the things we need. But I wanted to lose weight, and that drove me to making it part of my lifestyle, because this was not just a phase. This wasn't just like a couple of month thing and then I was going to go right back to it. Like, I wanted this. I wanted it with hunger and with so much fierceness and stuff, and it pushed me. That's what pushes me every day. And even when I have my bad days, you know, it's still that's what drives me, that this is what I want, and nothing is going to stop me, because it's just me. I'm my worst enemy and I'm my best friend. So there you go. Okay, so now we're on the topic of food, okay? Because everybody knows the whole saying is you are what you eat. Okay, now before I started Phat Superstar and before I started dieting and doing my tap out and everything, my diet consisted of waking up at 8 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, whatever schedule I had for work, and having a bacon and egg pie for breakfast with half a litre of Coke. And it led to lunchtime, which was 2 pieces of chicken, chips, drink and bread rolls from KFC, which led to going to work. On my first break, I'd have a Big Mac, 2 cheeseburgers and medium fries. On my next break, which was about 3 hours later, I would have a chocolate sundae. 3 hours after that, I would have like chicken bites and some more chips, and covered in layers of mayo and all these sauces containing so much fat. Finish work, pick up my partner at work, who works at KFC, so it doesn't kind of help, and he's got all this chicken stuff that he's brought home for us. So we come home and we eat more chicken and chips and bread, and we're still drinking liters of Coke to wash everything down. And then we sort of sit around, watch a movie, getting bored. Oh, let's go to the supermarket. Then we'll get some M&Ms, some chocolate, some ice cream, and a packet of Tim Tams. And then we'll go to bed, and if we're still up at 2 in the morning, hey, McDonald's is 24 hours, babies, let's go. So off to McDonald's, and we'll get 2 Big Macs each. with a drink and chips and then go to sleep and then repeat the whole process over the next day. That was my lifestyle with food. That is how I viewed food. That is what food was. That's how we ate. And it never, and I think when you're in a relationship and you've got someone that loves you as much as Tani loves me, I felt like, well, my baby loves me, so there's nothing wrong. But again, like I said before, it's about separating yourself and viewing that my baby, he can eat whatever he wants. He can eat 17 pies. He stays the same weight for the past 4 years. He doesn't go up, he don't go down. Just want to stab him in the face. Because I have to be so careful to what I eat. And when I realized that, hey, we're two different people, that's when my attitude towards food changed. And I remember the very first day, the Monday that I made the decision to change my eating, I had this bowl of wheat all bran and I had like a salad sandwich for lunch with an apple and a carrot and stuff, and then I came home and I had cabbage soup for dinner, and I remember feeling so miserable and missing the foods that I'd loved so much for so long. And it wasn't until about maybe 3 or 4 weeks in that I started to realize that there are no restrictions on a diet. You can eat whatever the heck you want. I have the most delicious stir fries. I have bread in my diet. I have fresh fruit. I have fresh veggies. I have hummus. I have sweet treats. I have so many things that just make this, like, I mean, for me, cranberries, almonds and yogurt in the morning for breakfast, I would have never dreamed that that would work together, but it is. Like, I look forward to that, you know. And when you break the shackles of stereotype diets and like the Weight Watchers or the Jenny Craigs and things that tell you what to eat, when you customize it like I have, you make your own rules. And for me, that was the biggest liberation, I guess, because everyone's like, oh my god, you're eating carbs. Oh, this has got, damn straight I'm eating carbs, but I'm not eating them at 2 in the morning with mac sauce and chips, you know what I mean? So it's very important, like, customize your diet, make your food enjoyable, make it flavorsome, add your spices, and spices ain't got no calories, yo. Just do the damn thing and never ever feel shackled by it, because being on a diet, there's a whole new world of food that's open to you that you never realize, and I think that's the most exciting part. So my advice to anybody that's thinking like, oh, I can't replace this for this, you can replace things for everything. And later on in the show, I'm going to tell you a few alternatives that I found, so stick around. Okay, so a lot of people usually think that, you know, dieting is all about the physical, having the physical strength to handle the working out and exercising, going to bed early and drinking your water, because that's quite, it is an effort. Like, you know, it's hard to try keep up your 8 glasses of water a day. But the biggest thing within a diet is your mind. The hugest thing to control and to overcome is the way you think. And I had this really good friend, Tara, who sat me down one day and we sort of were talking about things, and she really made me realize about the way you just got to flip everything. Everything has to flip. You know, you have to have a good relationship with the mirror. You have to have a good relationship with your scale. You have to have a good relationship with yourself. You have to change how you see and value food. You have to change how you see and value your reflection. And for me, I can honestly say that I have felt less than beautiful or less than good looking 90% of my life. I have never felt like I always said to my mum, you know, my older sister got the talent and the charm, and my 2 younger brothers got the looks, and, you know, God was sleeping when he was creating me, you know. And a lot of people are like, oh, you're feeling sorry for yourself, but that's genuine feelings that I sort of felt with as a young teenager, as a older teenager, and now as a young adult. It carries with you into your life, and it's hard because it's just that little voice at the back of your head telling you, you know. And I would sometimes get to the bathroom in the morning, look in the mirror and be like, fuck, you're ugly, Nikki, like, what the hell, like, and you know, I'm gonna get my nose done, I'm gonna get my lips small, I'm gonna get this eye because it's a little bit, it's lazy, so I'm gonna get that up there, and all that stuff. And no amounts of love from my family or my children or my fiance, that doesn't help. If your mind isn't strong, if you haven't you need to treat your mind like it's a muscle, and you have to work it. You need to pump it, you need to make it lift some psychological weights, man, because it needs to be strong. When you look in the mirror, when you jump on your scale, don't view it as the mirror and the scale telling you what you haven't done or how much you weigh. view it as the tools that's telling you how good you've done. And I've had to learn that when I get on the scale, if I've lost 200 grams or I've lost 2 kgs, it's showed me the work, it's the reward, it's the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, you know. And it's very important that you change your way of thinking in that aspect. And when it comes to food, before, food was just food. It had no meaning or purpose, and that's why I could eat it and eat it and eat it, and even if I was full I would still eat it. But now, food is my fuel. If I've got a full day at work and then I've got to deal with the kids, then I've got to go to my dance class, I need to eat my fuel, I need to take my fuel. And if you're a 96, you don't want to be filling your car up at 91. Or if you're a 91, you don't want to be filling it with diesel. So you need to fill it with the right petrol and the right fuel for you to get through the day, and to make sure that your body's looked after and your mind's looked after and everything like that. So if you just flip that thinking, train your mind, don't just train your body, because the two, you've got to outpower the mind, you've got to outpower the body, you've got to outpower all the limits that you feel that are in front of you. Okay? So all the Phat fans, start working on your mind. Do I feel sad? Do I feel alone? Yes, a lot of the time I feel alone, I feel sad, I feel isolated, because I'm in a different league now, and I feel like there's a lot of things that I can't do because of my diet and my workout regime. When it comes to me and my fiance, food was our thing. Food was, we went everywhere, we ate at all these different places. Now all of a sudden for him, he doesn't know how to handle it, because he's still ordering the food that we used to, and I'm sitting there with my bowl of carrots and my packed lunch, you know. So especially in the beginning, there was a big divide because our social sort of life went down because we didn't go out anymore. And it kind of sucked for a long time, because I felt angry at him, because I was like, why aren't you on my side? Why aren't you supporting me? But then I thought, well, he doesn't need to change his lifestyle. This is about me. And I remember 2 weeks ago, my friend had a 21st and we were supposed to go together, and I said, well, look, I'm going to stay home, because I didn't want to be around the alcohol and the fried food that was going to be there. And I remember being home, it was a Saturday night, I'm like, man, it's Saturday night and I'm young and I should be going out, and here I am at 7:30 at home eating a cabbage salad, you know. And I think I cried for about an hour, because I just felt so alone and so low and so angry at myself that I'd done this to myself, gotten myself to the stage of obesity, and now I'm in this prison. And this is where the mind has to take over. And my best advice for you that I can give you is, you've got to do what I do, alright? It's a little bit crazy, but I go to my cupboard and I take all the clothes that used to fit me but don't fit me no more, but I haven't tried on. I put them on and I stand in front of the mirror and I'm just like, damn nigga, this goes on, it goes over the tummy, and I'm just like, man, this don't look like this no more, and no, I don't have that little flabby bit going on in the arm no more. And I was just like, oh yeah, oh, 1 chin, not 5, alright, we're good. And I stick my music on, I grab my microphone, I get to the lounge, and I do a concert to thousands of people for about an hour. It's crazy. I'm like this, waving to my fans, like, hey, like I go 100 years. And by the end of it, I'm just like, this is what I'm working for. I'm working for the lounge to turn into Wembley Arena, Madison Square Garden. Just, I'm waiting. This is what I'm doing. And the mind has to take over. I went to bed, I woke up the next day and I was like, okay, yesterday happened, yeah, it was sad, but you know what? I'm here, and this is another day, and every day holds the opportunity for something beautiful to happen. So just break the isolation. Go through it, because you're gonna feel it. I feel it all the time, but there's always something to pull you through. Okay, so this week's Weighing Wednesday. The week that's just gone, I actually didn't even work out once in those 7 days. I was so busy and I had so much going on, and I was feeling so low and so conflicted, and there was, you know, personal stuff going on, and I ended up getting on the scale anyway on Wednesday, and I'd lost 300 grams. So, yay! It's like a half a butter. And I just really felt compelled to do this episode this way and just talk to you guys, and just all the glitz and glamour of it taken aside. I have the biggest dream to be a successful recording artist, to be a successful performer, and be a legendary entertainer. And I've always felt that there's just something missing, and it wasn't that something was missing, it was that something was there, and that was my weight. And I've learned so much on this weight loss journey, and there's so much more to come. And I just want to say to anybody that's feeling like they can't do it, it is possible. I mean, tonight, for instance, I've got my sister-in-law, her 2 daughters, my son and my daughter here, and I managed between 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. I cooked all 5 of them dinner, did an hour workout, cooked myself dinner, sorted my lunch out for tomorrow, did the dishes, and baked and iced and decorated a Barbie doll cake for my other sister-in-law. In a 2-hour period, I was just doing to the lounge. I do 10 minutes on my workout, I come out, check on the kids, get there. It is possible, because again, if you want it, and this is what I want, you're gonna do it. Okay, so for everybody that's feeling that they can't do it, do it. You can do it. Train your mind like a muscle, get it pumped up, and just go with it. Well, that's it, guys. That's it for episode 3 of Phat Suoerstar. I hope everybody made it to the end of this video and really thought about everything I said and got to see me in a different light. Next week, the crazy is back on. We've got the week, we've got the workout week, we got the feelings cam, we got the weigh-in Wednesday, we got the Sunday fun day, we got all that stuff going on, plus a very special attachment video, which is my first cover. I'm going to be doing Rihanna's What's Your Name. That's going to be posted on Friday, and it will be attached to the show, the Thursday show. I hope everybody checks it out, shares it. I'm really excited, but I'm also really scared because I've never actually put a cover on YouTube and the purpose of it being a cover. So here we go. Just booked my photo shoot for next month for my portfolio, and my fashion show's coming up in 2 months, and there's all this crazy stuff, and we're going to be in the studio recording the song. There's so much to come on season 2 and 3 of Phat Suoerstar. It's going to be, eventually I'm going to have to drop the fat, because if I keep losing weight, then I'm just going to have to be the superstar. And I hope you guys are going to be in it. So remember, like, share, subscribe, become a Phat fan. I'll see you guys next week. Take care.